News reports about Blue Origin and other space startups usually focus on the future of civilian space travel. But there's more to this growing industry than that. We've got high-tech rockets being built right now to deploy satellites which power much of the technology used in our everyday lives. Brennan has that story.
Virgin Orbit is the other space company owned by billionaire Sir Richard Branson, a startup focused on making and launching small rockets to put small satellites in orbit. At its California facility, Virgin Orbit is developing Launcher One, a 70-foot long rocket that it hopes to send on its first test flight in the coming weeks.
Launcher One will go up on the wing on a 747 and put about 300 kilograms of payload into low Earth orbit, which will serve a whole bunch of customers from communications to Earth resources to science.
Unlike SpaceX, whose 230-foot tall Falcon 9 rocket can boost up to 50,000 pounds to low Earth orbit, Launcher One is limited to payloads weighing 660 pounds or less. The company already touts a dozen contracts, including with NASA and the Defense Department. Launch price, $12 million. It's an emerging area of the space sector, but one expected to have significant implications.
We communicate using satellites, the information we get about our environment, and as we go forward about our businesses, about resources, we'll have better communication across mobile devices, aircraft, ships, the Internet of Things. All of these business ideas are percolating, and what's happened is the cost of satellites has come down substantially, and so now flocks of new business ideas are popping up because it no longer takes billions of dollars to develop satellites. It can be done at a fraction of that.
But Virgin Orbit is not without competition. Analysts estimate more than 100 companies are targeting this multi-billion-dollar small rocket market.
Good afternoon from Rocket Lab.
The leader is Rocket Lab, which has done 7 missions and, with the backing of venture capital, is now valued at more than $1 billion. And other players include Vector and Relativity Space, though established giants like Lockheed Martin have been making investments as well. For Virgin Orbit, whose sister company, Virgin Galactic, is set to become the first publicly traded space tourism company, the plan for now is to get to orbit.
We've been fortunate in having the strong backing of Virgin Group and Mubadala as our investors, and the personal guidance of Richard Branson. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley both predict a space economy of over $1 trillion within the next 15, 20 years. So there's a lot of interest. A lot of people are coming and asking how can they participate.
For Nightly Business Report, I'm Brennan.